The history of Fnatic is the most successful organization in European League of Legends of all time.
Already low. Trying to run away. Quadra kill. Oh, holy crap! Everyone's
Season 1 world champions with Xpeke on the team, Lamia, Melisande, some of these guys down the bottom lane.
the season 1 championship.
Even in Season 2, a slumping year, they almost made Worlds, at IPL finals against World Elite.
1-1, all square. We have 4 matches left. Who will take the championship at IPL?
So, Fnatic back in the days were always competing for some of the top spots. Fnatic in LCS was always making playoffs.
The Season 3 World Championships will go to Europe's Fnatic.
Always making the finals. You know, they won everything in Season 3 in Europe, everything in Season 4 except for the Summer Split final where Alliance dethroned Fnatic.
Fnatic are dethroned as the champions.
But obviously then Season 5 where Huni Reignover became a thing. And I think they were already like a very popular team. Everyone loved them. Massive fan base, great history, big names like Xpeke, Soas on the lineup, Cyanide of course. But I think the Season 5 Fnatic was probably the greatest European team we've ever had.
Victory for Fnatic.
Pekka had no cleanse in that last fight, so Yellowstar, the captain, he found the injector going in.
Fnatic.
And maybe will ever have. It's hard to say, but when they had a rookie Febiven who played out of his mind in most of 2015, MSI was where he really had his big moment, solo killing Faker, then the Summer Split as well.
Faker eats 2 shurikens. The knockup is interrupted as Febiven materializes. Ignite. Plus one more.
Huni Reignover, the dynamic duo that everyone loved. Like Huni was this superstar. You just can't copy him. There's never gonna be another Huni, I feel like, in Europe. And then of course the bot lane with Yellowstar Reckless. The perfect fit for Reckless in the sense that he didn't have to be the leader. He didn't have to be the captain. He could rely on a person like Yellowstar and Daylor, his coach, to kind of take care of everything around the game. And you just had to focus on himself in-game, which is something we haven't seen Reckless being able to do lately, the last year and a half. And it's been difficult for Fnatic and him. So I think with Fnatic, like, you can just highlight so many big moments. I think every Fnatic fan will have 1 or 2 big moments where they're like, this was it for me, this is like why I became a Fnatic fan. And they might all be different because there were so many examples from winning Season 1, IPL final, all these different things. So it's really fantastic when you have an organization with that kind of history, like we see in football, from a lot of big clubs. But then it's also really sad when the old kings become the old kings, because they could still be the kings. Sadly, after losing Huni Reignover, I think they hit gold, they struck gold with those 2 guys, and then they tried to replace them with 2 other Koreans, Gamsu and Spirit, which was never the same success. I don't think the players adapted as well. I don't think Gamsu was ever good enough compared to Huni, if that was your standard. So it's been kind of almost sad to see an organization fight to find the right lineup. For 3 splits now, 2 coaches have left, both mid-split, funny enough. Daylor didn't last the whole split. Nico de Pico didn't last this entire split. He was the man who replaced Daylor. Players have been swapped in and out. This all new European roster they built for this year. I like the idea. I like it, culture, fit, synergy, but it takes time to build. That's not 1 split. That's like a year, 2 years it takes to build all that up. So, because they are Fnatic, because the name is Fnatic, you expect it to be super world-class team who will win in Europe, who will always compete for the final. And that kind of sucks for some of the players that you get that pressure on you, but that's the thing when you sign with Fnatic or when you sign with Barcelona, Real Madrid in football, you're expected to compete for, the number 1 spot. So there's a lot of pressure. They haven't really managed to kind of accomplish a whole lot. 3 splits in a row. And the sad truth is that Fnatic right now is a mid-tier team. And we can no longer look at the Fnatic brand and say this lineup, no matter who's on it, will compete for the final. We just have to accept that right now, Fnatic is very much the same as a Splice. Very much the same even as a Misfit. We can't expect him to always perform, and we have to just, you know, look for the best.
This the last game of the quarterfinals. Will Fnatic stun the world and go 3-0?
It's almost insurmountable at this point, so let's take another look at the fight. Caps gets blasted down by Febiven, to be expected.
Powered minions and Broxa will help knock down the second Nexus turret. Fnatic looking at 3-0 H2K. The former Kings Fnatic.